Isang masayang pagbati na may ngiti sa aking mga labi. Naghahanap ba kayo ng makakatuwang sa pagre-review ng inyong anak? Meron yan sa DepEd. Ang ETUlay online tutorial ay libre at handog ng ating kagawaran sa pangunguna ng OUA ICTS EdTech. Ito ay isang proyektong makatutulong sa mga mag-aaral, katuwang ang mga magulang o kasama sa kani-kanilang tahanan para masagutan at maunawaan ang mga modules. Hangad din ng programang ETUlay ang matulungan ang ating mga guro sa kanilang mga blended learning classes. Ang ating ETUlay ay mula kinder hanggang senior high school. Bukod sa academics, meron din tayong mga special programs gaya ng All is Wellness, Reading and Math Remediation, Storytelling, Mommy Tech Talks, Classes sa Gramatika, Speech Class, Financial Literacy, at marami pang iba. Pinalawig din ng ETUlay ang ating Alive program para sa mga mag-aaral mula grade 1 hanggang grade 3. Gayun din ay mayroon tayong ALS program at SPED tutorials na makasisigurong makakamit ng lahat ang inclusive education. May SPED hotline na rin para sa inyong mga katanungan patungkol sa special education. Kaya, subaybayan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, mula 9:00 ng umaga hanggang 7:00 ng gabi ang ating ETUlay. Sa ating pagtutulungan, maiaangat natin ang bawat isa. Ating itutulay ang pagkatuto upang di mapigil ang pag-aaral ng kabataang Pilipino. Itulay natin ito, sulong edukalidad.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Today is Tuesday. It's another remarkable day for everyone. Hello, ETUlay and dear wonders. This is, once again, your tutor guide, Rem from Basak Night High School. I'm excited to teach you virtually, yet heartily. Know that we are missing tutor guide Jedi so much. So why mention her there at the comment section? You show to tutor guide Jedi how we miss her. She's very busy and all, so maybe next Tuesday she'll be joining us once again. All right, but today we have another expert who will be joining us later. So thank you for tagging your friends, classmates, and schoolmates, and welcome to our English 10 learning adventure where you can wonder as you wonder. Time, I am checking our top 3 early bird wonders. So let us check the comment section who our top 3 early bird for this afternoon. I hope that you can hear me. Okay. So I am scrolling up and down to check our early bird wonders, our EBW this afternoon. Thank you so much. Early. because I cannot hear myself. I don't know why. But yes, on my end, I can see. Hello, can you still hear me? Yes, congratulations to these wonders who are our EBW, our early bird wonders. Congratulations. Jane, Cyan, and Carol. So this time, we have the National Flag Day celebration last May 28th. So it's very important for us to commemorate this very significant day, the National Flag Day. This probably, somehow will remind us to be patriotic, nationalistic. Yes, there you go. So I would like you to keep tuning in and do not forget to share our lesson this afternoon with the hashtags ETUlay, hashtag ETUlay level up, hashtag English GHS, and ETUlay ang saya so that more will be reached and engaged. And congratulations to these wanderers from Santa Lucia National High School for their best outputs. Thank you so much. And thank you also for their advisor, Sir Ruel. We also have a few of our WBO from Ocampo National High School and from Macabebe High School. So amazing outputs. Thank you so much. And now for our wow or wonder of the week. So these are her output and at the same time her, what shall I say? Because she has met all the requirements for her to be qualified and be the wow of the wonder of the week. No other than from Santa Lucia National High School, Stephanie A. Let's congratulate Stephanie A. Sabroso. You are the certified wow. And you will receive your certificate with the signatures of Tutor Juday, Ma'am Maria May and Sevilla, our English GHS program head, Sir Mark Anthony Camisal, the ETUlay project lead, and Sir Mark Anthony CC, our head ICTS Educational Technology Unit. So congratulations once again, Sabroso. In our English and Learning adventure, Kaitulay and Jerry Wanderers, you will be hopping from one stop to another, a total of 6 stops. You can have the review spot, the trail thrill, treasure hunt, the final thrill, learning postcard, and the learning bucket. So I know that nag-enjoy kayo last Tuesday and today be excited because you are going to discover kasi exciting part, the parts of a research paper part 1. So may pa next Tuesday. And this afternoon, you have a chance to earn 2 challenge passes and 10 tokens. And we would like to appreciate DepEd Navotas for being our module reference this afternoon. Welcome to the first stop, which is the review spot. Here, you learned about the parts of definitions, the term, the distinguishing characteristic, and you to please comment what is the second part of definitions. Letter C. I can see your answers. Thank you so much. It's class. Congratulations. Very good. You really did listen well. And now we also have, you also discovered each part. So we have a word or phrase that is being defined. And this is introduced by articles the and a. The second part of definitions is what we call the class. This is where the term belongs, also known as category. This gives And to complete the parts of definitions, we have the distinguishing characteristic. We have here the distinct quality of a term that separates it from the other members of the same class. You also discovered last Tuesday the two patterns of definitions. So you did not just learn the part, same time the patterns of definitions. The first pattern we have here, the term is equals to class. You also discovered an example for that. We have here a square is a polygon that has four equal sides. So obviously the square is the term, polygon is a class, and has four equal distinguishing characteristic because there are many polygons. So it's very important to have the distinguishing of a square being one of the polygons. This pattern, we have class plus distinguishing characteristic equals one term. Good job. So we have here the example for this polygon that has four equal sides is square, or you may also add class plus the sides and square the term. So that's class plus distinguishing characteristic equals term. All right, so welcome to the second step, dear wonder, you to take. We have spotted. You can have one token pass. Now we have here. All you have to do in 3 seconds is to spot if the file is applicable for a research report. Write A or type if it is applicable, or NA if it is not applicable. A or NA. First, parts of a flower. 3 seconds now begin. Is it applicable for a research report topic or no, it's not? Let me check your answer. So dear wonders, do not forget to type the item number together with A or NA. Wow, we have lots of wonders in high school. Okay, so we have here to Abby May, also A. Jewel Santa Cruz, it's A. You got it right. Amazing, dear wanderers. The answer for number one is applicable, or A. I'm sorry, and A. What, Teacher Rem? I am just excited for our expert this afternoon. Okay, the answer for number one is NA. Why not applicable? So we will to an expert later in explaining why parts of a flower is NA or not for a research report topic. Right. So let's move to number two. Types of reptiles. Is it A or NA? Timer starts now. Okay, time is up. We have number two. Let me your answer. Do not forget to key in the item number together with answer. Is it A or NA? Okay, there's something wrong with my, I do not know why. I cannot hear myself, but yeah, we can go on. We have, according to Kathleen, it's NA. Let's try to check. Kathleen, you got it right. It's not applicable. All right. Token for that. Congratulations. And now let's move to number three. So you're going to spot if economic recession is applicable or not applicable to be a research report topic. Within 3 seconds, NA. Don't forget number three. All right, let's reveal the answer. All right, number three, you got it right. Adam Rose Valencia. And yes, Adam Rose, congratulations. A few of you answered A and you got it right. It's applicable. Okay, what about number four? colors of the rainbow? Roy G. Bibb. So is it a good research report topic? Is it applicable or not applicable? So type A or NA right now. What is colors of the rainbow? Is it applicable or not applicable? Okay, thank you for your answers. We have from Arrows once again, NA. Rainiel NA, you got it right. Colors of the rainbow is not applicable. It's NA. You've got one token for NA if you have NA as the answer. To conclude this trail thrill challenge, we have here number 5, mental health in time of pandemic. Is it applicable or not applicable? You have 3 seconds to answer. All right, thank you so much. Time is up. The correct answer for now, I think most of you got it right. It's applicable. Okay, you've got one token. So in our first challenge, 5 tokens if you answered perfectly. So congratulations. Do not forget to type your points or the number of tokens that you have just at 5 over 5. So now, dear Wanderer, so excited and thrilled to introduce to you our expert this afternoon. He is a dear friend of mine, one of the master teachers, soon to be a master teacher one in Pusok National High School Department. So you are blessed because we have Dr. Julian John and Limutan in the house. Yes, tutor guide this afternoon. Let's our expert, Dr. Julian John and Limutan. Take it away, Sir Julian. Hello.
Good
I
afternoon,
hope
Tutor
that
Rem.
our director will add Dr. Julian in the screen. He's here. Hello, sir. Hi, Dr.
Hi.
Julian.
Hi,
Take it away.
Wanderers. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Tutor Rem. Okay, so without further ado, let's proceed to our third stop, which is the treasure hunt. So in this portion, we will be able to have the following objectives. The first one is you will recognize what a research report is. The second one, identify the parts of a research report. And the third one is to determine each part of a research report. So a research report is a well-crafted document that outlines the processes, data, and findings of a systematic investigation that serves as an accurate source of information. That's why earlier, when you have this guessing if either applicable or not applicable, there are items there which are considered to be not applicable because it will not follow the so-called systematic investigation. So there were only 2 items there, the economic recession and mental health, which are applicable because these 2 topics need systematic investigation. So those 3 are simply, you can just search them in Google. So for example, the parts of a flower. So there's no systematic investigation there. Okay? So as defined, a research report topic should be, take note, interesting, significant, precise, meaningful, unambiguous, and researchable. Take note of the word unambiguous and researchable. In short, your research should not produce 2 opposing results because it should be unambiguous and it is researchable. When you say researchable, it takes time for you to do it compared to when you simply search for the parts of a flower. You don't need so much time for that. But if it's about economic recession or mental health, it is researchable because it needs time. All right? So there are features of a research report. You have to remember this one. First is it is written in a formal language. Take note, wanderers, research report is so-called formal or academic writing. When we say academic writing, it has to follow the formal conventions of language, and therefore you should avoid using contractions, using slang, using colloquial terms. It has to be formal, standard English or British English language. Second feature is it is a detailed presentation of research processes and findings and usually includes tables and graphs. That's why please take note of this phrase, detailed presentation. When you say detailed presentation, the presentation is organized from the beginning questions so the process that you will have to undergo to answer those questions and the answers of these questions. That's why it's detailed presentation. And in order for us to easily understand a research report, we may use, take note, tables and graphs. This is so-called non-linear presentation, which will help our learners or our readers to understand in numbers the findings of our study. Okay, next we have it is informative and based on first-hand verifiable information. Take note, wanderer, of the word first-hand. When you say first-hand, if you are the researcher, if I am the researcher, I should be the one who's going to do it. If I wanted to study about mental health or economic recession, I should be the one that is going to go to the place and ask the participants or the respondents because it's firsthand. You cannot make a research report from your classmates. Why? You might have a very different interpretation of the findings and verifiable information because if other readers will check the validity of the results of your research, you can just present it to them since it is coming from your first hand experience. In short, this is not fabricated. This is real and it happened. It has been researched, it has been surveyed, it has been interviewed. So it's called first hand verifiable information. Okay? Then it is usually written in the third person. So I guess you have your lessons also in English 8, 9, or 10, if I'm not mistaken. The three point of view or three kinds of pronouns. We have the first person, the second person, and the third person. If we will be making a research report, wanderer, we will use third person. So it has to be everyone, everybody, every human. But never, take note, do not ever use first person such as I or me or second person because these are for these are for first and second person, which should be avoided in a research report. So again, just focus on the third person. Okay, I want to see if you can give more examples of third person pronouns. Let's see in the comment section. So aside from you say everyone, every human, you may comment your answers there for a third person. Okay, so let's wait for your answer. What are another examples of third person or third personal pronouns? Except from he, she, we also have, okay, very good. We have this so-called they. You can use they, very good. John Albert Moronio, that's correct. Third person, you can use they. So you say the respondents, they love, they chose or anything that is first person, it is accepted. Very good. Wanderer, John Alb, and Adams Valencia. Okay, next we have, okay, it always includes recommendations for future actions. Take note, in the first few slides that are presented, you can recall the word verifiable information, first-hand experience, systematic investigation. Since it is systematic investigation, you will figure out findings of your research that you can share to other people when they read that one. Say, for example, you would like to research about how many students have Facebook account where they used to access in an ETUlay online tutorial. That's a very good example of a research also. So after the researcher figure out the number of students who are using their Facebook account to access or to view ETUlay online tutorial, after the findings, the researcher will make use or will have to include recommendations. So what do you mean by recommendation? These are simply your suggestions in order, okay, take note, in order for your research to be utilized or to improve it in the next time when another research would like to have the same kind of topic that you have. So you will always end with recommendations for future action. Why? When we do research, take note, we want to solve something, we want to provide a solution to a problem. And if the solution is able to answer the problem, then we can recommend it to others to use it also in their area or in their research. That's why there is what we call always includes recommendations for future actions. So very good. We are now done with we're done with the features of a research report. I hope you will not forget them because this will guide you in crafting your own research. Remember grade 10 wanderers in senior high school, when you will be in your grade 11, you will have at least 4 research or research papers to do. One for practical research 1, another for practical research 2, another for inquiries investigation, and there's also a research in Filipino. So learning the basic features of a research report and so with the parts will prepare you for the senior high school. Okay, so the first part of a research report is abstract. The second is introduction, followed by review of related literature, methodology, results, and discussion, plus the conclusion. So there are 7 basic parts of research report. Please remember that one. But we will not discuss all of them right now, but we will only end with methodology. Okay? So we have here abstract, introduction, review of related literature, and methodology. The first 4 parts of the 7 parts of a research report. So what's the first part? First part is the abstract. It is also known as the summary, and it contains a brief review of the study. Take note, class or wanderer, abstract can only be made after you are done with all your research chapters or parts. Do not make an abstract if wala pa kayong findings, if there are no findings yet or conclusion of your research. The abstract is the last part because it is the summary of what are the contents of your study. Take note, ha. Do not make an abstract if the study is not yet finished. Abstract is to be made after the study is conducted. Second part is the so-called, I will give first an example of an abstract. So we have here, this is how it looks. So If you will analyze the abstract here, the abstract is an overview of the content of your paper. So it simply contains the following: the objectives of your research, the type of research that you are using in your paper, the findings of your study, the conclusion, and the recommendation. So this is how abstract is outlined. You begin with the nature, what type of research is that, who are your respondents, how many are they, what are the findings, what is your conclusion, and the recommendation, which is one feature of a research report. Okay, so after abstract is the so-called introduction. Okay, so this is the second part of research, the introduction. If it's introduction class, if abstract is to be made after the research is already conducted, then introduction is the first thing that you will have to do in your research paper. Okay, so I guess here, the introduction states the topic of the paper and its importance. So again, if abstract is to be crafted at the end, introduction is the first step of your research paper. This is where you will state your topic. So for example, your topic is social media and ETUlay. So for example, that's your topic. And the importance. What's the importance of your topic? Take note, when we do research, we always have to look for its importance or its benefits. Okay, so I will give you an example of an introduction. If you will reach grade 11, or if your teacher will require you to have an analysis of research report, then this is a very good online tutorial for you because it will help you to be guided on its part. So introduction is also called, or it consists of the rationale of the study and the statement of the problem. Okay, so it states the topic, the importance, and what are you looking for. Okay, always remember that one. Again, in introduction, you will state your topic. If your topic is about mental health, if your topic is about economic recession, if your topic is about social interaction, if your topic is about anxiety or depression, you will state that one in the introduction part and discuss its importance. Okay, so in your screen, there is an example of an introduction there. Okay, so this is how it looks like. You might wonder why it's called rationale of the study, because if you will be making the complete paper for your grade 11 sooner, you will have to do research paper by chapter. And chapter 1, which is the problem and its scope, is also called the introduction. So do not get confused. Just go with what I presented earlier. Introduction states the topic, discusses the importance, and the objectives of your research. What are you trying to figure out at the end? Okay, so that's introduction. Next, we have the third part of the research report is the so-called review of related literature. So we have now the abstract, the introduction, and the next one is review of related literature. Okay, so let's wait for our screen for the third part of our research report. Okay, so review of related literature is a review of what others have written or research on that is about or related to the topic. That is why earlier you were told that a research report is a systematic investigation, and it is to be, or it has to have, it must be verifiable. How Can it be verifiable? By presenting the related literature or the so-called literature review. What are the contents or what should be included in your review of related literature? Okay. If your introduction discusses the topic, its importance, and the objectives that you would like to achieve in your research, the review of related literature will discuss, okay, will discuss all other research that have been conducted in the past which are related to your study. So, how will you have this one? This is where you will use your internet, you will go to Google Library, you will make use of the journal, you will make use of the books, you make use of the magazine, and get all those things that you think are related to your topic. So, for example, your topic is mental health, then you will read research about mental health and put them in your paper. In that way, your research report becomes valid and reliable because there are also other studies that will support your research. So, question, is it really important to have a review of related literature? Yes, because by having your review of related literature, you can tell your readers or those who will be reading your paper that there are already studies conducted related to my research, and I want to study this particular topic because something is unique with that. Though there are already previous studies related to mental health, you need to think of what makes your study unique. So what is there in mental health that is not yet studied on, and that makes the research gap of your research. Okay, so we're done with the third part of research report. Let's proceed to the last part of the four parts that we will having this afternoon. The rest of the three will be discussed next meeting. The fourth part of research report for this session, Wanderers, is the so-called methodology. So in methodology, it is a specific or it consists of specific procedures or framework and techniques used to identify, select, process, and analyze information about a topic. So in this part here, you will discuss what kind of research are you employing in your research. So there are two major types of research, the so-called quantitative, where you deal with numbers, and qualitative, when you deal with words. So when you are going to have your research sooner, your teacher will require you to have either qualitative or quantitative. This is where you put them in the methodology part. So if your research, you are using survey, um, you give survey to the respondents, you will check, they will just pick a certain option that is for quantitative research. But if you will interview them, you will ask them question, then that is for qualitative. This is where you put in your research, the methodology part, because it is a framework, it is a procedure, it consists of techniques. Without this one, your process or your research will not be uh, or will not be finished. So, okay, the methodology is the process. This is what you're going to do to achieve the results at the end. Okay, so we're done with our first four parts of research. Thank you so much, Wanderer. Let's have a recap. We have abstract, introduction, review of related literature, and the last one for this session is methodology. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Dr. Julian, John, and I hope that you will be added in the stream once again. I am about to present a surprise for you. This is simple yet from the heart of our program head. So thank you so much for being our expert, our guest tutor. So you will be receiving your certificate, Dr. Limutan, through your email with the signatures of Ma'am Maria May and Sevilla, our program head in English Chess, and of course, from our ETUlay project lead, Mark Anthony J. Hamisal, and our head in ICTS Educational Technology Unit, Sir Mark Anthony C. So from the bottom of our heart, thank you so much. And I would like to humbly ask our dear wanderers in ETUlay this afternoon to appreciate you, bombard our expert, Dr. Limutan, with all your appreciation in the comment section. Thank you so much, Dr. Julian, John, and Limutan. And now proceed to our second challenge, which is the identify it. So this will check how good listeners are our. So you have to identify the described part of the research report. So we have number one. It is a brief overview of a study. Is it A, introduction, B, abstract, C, methodology, or review of related literature? All right, so it is letter B, abstract. Congratulations, dear wanderers. Now we move on to the second item. These are the specific procedures, word, and techniques used to identify, select, process, and analyze information about a topic. Is it A, B, C, or D? Sabi ang ano na ni tour guide Rem, very fast. So the answer is letter C. Now we have the third item. This part of the research, answer an integral question. What is the current situation of the goal? Is it A, B, C, or D? I know that yes, you got it right. It's letter B, introduction. And now the second last item, number 4. This section allows the reader to critically evaluate a study's overall validity and reliability. A, B, C, or D? And you got it right. It is letter C, methodology. Item number 5. This is a detailed review of the existing literature related to the research topic. Very easy. Yes, it's letter D. Congratulations, dear wanderers. I know that Dr. Limutan has given you a lot of inputs that are the way of conducting your research report. So you've got 5 tokens, challenge number 2, and a total of 10 tokens for both challenges. So let's have the 5th stop, the learning postcard. Paki-SS, dear watchers. I'm sorry, all you have to do is to write a research report about the effectiveness of online class in the academic performance of students. So be guided with the parts of a research report and the scoring rubrics later. Do not worry, this will be submitted on June 8. You are going to learn the other parts of the research. So paki-SS the rubrics 1, 2, 3. Another one, 1, 2, 3, SSD. Okay, and you are going to submit this output using this link or the QR code. Don't worry, I will be presenting this one next Tuesday as well. So congratulations, dear friends, you have discovered about the first 4 parts of the research of the research report. And thank you so much for our references this afternoon, and our expert, Dr. Limutan, thank you so much. So there you go. Do not forget to give us feedback using the QR code or this link. And don't forget to share the video lesson from English 7 down to this level, English 10, using the hashtag ETUlay English GHS. And let me leave you with this nice. The naive believes everything, but the prudent gives thought steps. That is why research is very important. This has been your tutor guide, Ram from Lapu-Lapu City, excited to teach you next Tuesday, virtually yet actually. Bye. God loves you so much. Hi, Dr. Julian.
Hi, Tutor Ram.
See you next Tuesday.
Thank you. See
God
you.
loves you so much.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag #ETUlayLevelUp. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!